Is it Friday? Yes. Are we early? Yes. Are we going camping? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to come see us on Sunday for the show, it's going to be a little wonky. It'll be weird probably because we're going to do it from cell phones or from, I don't know.
Cell phones.
Yeah, probably something like that. We may just do Twitch and not do all three. I'm not sure. I feel like we had like the restream stuff was a little tricky with the cell phone, if I remember right. And we definitely weren't able to like go through the OBS stuff. That went all sideways. So yeah, so it's gonna be a very intimate version of trivia. That's my thinking.
An adventure episode.
An adventure episode on Sunday. That's what we'll be having. We have first and second. Ian and Melissa are here. Since it is Friday, of course, you can come join us at meet.anotherwastedhour.com and join the meeting that is going to be broadcast on the show, just so you know. So don't come yelling at us if you are broadcast on a stream, because I've warned you. It's going to happen. We will put you on. But yeah, if you want to join in, you can meet.anotherwastedhour.com. And I don't know that we'll have that on Sunday. That would be awfully difficult to do with the phone. So we'll have to, I guess we could just do it all through what is it that we use? Zoom. I think you can use Zoom to go to like Facebook and you can stream from there, I think
we should just do it on Twitch.
But Twitch seems like the right place to go. I'd have to put it on my phone or something and see how that works. Trey is here. Ian is saying, let's see, are you going to be on an actual stream? That could be. Yeah, we could be at the stream, streaming the stream from the stream.
There's too many ticks there.
Yeah, there are a lot of ticks there. Well, not in the stream.
That's true, but to get to the stream, you have to go through tick country.
We could probably go around. If we kind of go down the
gully
wall there, yeah, there's like that one way down. You can hit the road and go down. I think we could do that. That could be fun.
We could do a hiking stream.
Mm-hmm. We could stream the stream.
That won't make people nauseous at all.
Above the stream of the stream.
Yeah. Our neighbors won't think we're total freak bags.
No, I think it'll be fine. I don't see how it could possibly go wrong. Let's see. Emily came in with third by doing first, second, and third. Trey had missed third by not saying third.
Damn it, Trey.
Ian has gone with fourth. So that means he doesn't get his first points, and instead he now gets fourth points, which are 0 points. Christina's here. Hello, Christina. So glad you could join us. If you want to be on the show today, just swing by meet.anotherwastedhour.com and you can be on the show.
There's spinach in my teeth.
You have what?
There's spinach in my teeth.
I don't know. Do I? I got these toothpicky things. You want one?
Mm-hmm.
They're super fancy and so they're neat because they're like, I've seen these before, right? Where this isn't very interesting, that bit. But here's what's cool about it, right? Is that it's two pieces of floss. I don't know if you can see it. Look at, if I get it close enough. No, I guess. But it's like there's two pieces of floss on the flosser, right? Look at that. And so then what you can do is you can put your tooth in the middle where they're on top of each other. But then if you pull to one side or the other, they kind of pull out a little bit and you can clean your tooth better. Or you can use that bit, the toothpick bit. It also has minty flavor as well.
Oh.
Which is kind of nice. It has fluoride and it has a mouthwash blast, which is, I think, a code word for things kids are doing these days.
Not a thing I knew I needed.
Mm-hmm. So let's see.
Spinach.
Danny is here. Emily says the funniest part is that I saw someone did first and second already and did all three anyway. Well, you know. Craig is here and has hiked the ball. First,
what
second,
color
third
are we
hike.
supposed to be?
Oh, we did forget the color, didn't we? I don't remember. What color are we supposed to be right now? I think it was Patrick, right? I feel like Patrick did it. Let's see. Oh, we have someone on the Zoom.
It's
Hello, Danny. And Emily as well. Look at this. People filtering in.
Purple.
Purple. All right. Let's do purple. We can do that. Like professionals. Like goddamn professionals.
Hi.
Patrick's there. Oh, rose-colored glasses.
And Emily as well.
You have rose-colored glasses is what we're supposed to do. That's what it said.
Okay.
It's
So
supposed
more of a pinky purple.
Yeah, we're supposed to look at, as if we're looking through rose-colored glasses.
It is super cool to see the colors change on demand.
Yeah, we can spin them all around and stuff with our phones. It's fun. I have a light in my room that the lights slowly turn on at 8 a.m. So when I wake up, the lights are on.
Nico, yep, there you go.
Other, it's meet.anotherwastedhour.com, which is not what Emily posted.
Nope.
So don't click on that one because that one won't work. Just meet.anotherwastedhour.com. It's going to stay that. I've made it so that it lasts forever. And each time we can use it over and over again instead of me putting strange things up with letters that we don't understand and it's very long. This is super easy to remember. Meet.anotherwastedhour.com. Consistency. People like consistency, right? Like the consistency of tapioca pudding.
I was going to say the consistency of pudding, and you said it first.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see. Did Nico get it? Nico wasn't looking for it. Nico's working on the kitten cam. That's good. All right, look.
Mordecai is working on the kitten cam.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Mordecai.
Ian,
is.
I love that outfit.
Thank you. It's still being worked on.
It's not finished yet.
Actually, I only made the hat because I'm making this hat for somebody else.
Oh.
I just need some scrap fabric to try it out to see how it fit.
Nico, make sure you're using the second link that Emily posted, not the first link.
Yeah, not the first one. That's wrong. Meet.anotherwastedhour.com. You can also just type that into your browser. That is
There
another
she
way
is.
of doing it. I like that. We should just keep posting wrong links and we'll just gaslight people as they come in and be like, why aren't you coming and joining us? And they're like, I don't know. I can't. We're like, we're all here. What's wrong with you?
Everybody's here.
All right.
I clicked it.
What's that?
It worked when I clicked it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not Wasted Hour does not work. It's a
Yeah.
lie.
Another twasted hour.
Sorry, y'all.
What a bunch of twasts.
Twasts.
Which I assume is a mix of a wasp and is that how that works? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Is this a special edition? This is a free-for-all Friday. So yes, it is. Well, it's not any more special than any free-for-all Friday. But everybody can be on the show if they would like.
Hi, Nanya.
Nunya is here. Smiles is here. Avastrea is here. All kinds of people. Oh, Karen would like the Zoom meeting.
I had my annual review finally.
That's
Oh,
exciting.
good. How did it go?
They are not firing me.
Well,
Huzzah.
better luck next
They're
time.
giving me do more.
Oh,
That shit happens to me all
Yeah.
the time.
They're giving me
Yeah,
a merit
I'm
raise.
experiencing
It's
that.
not going to match the more. But they are very happy with me, and basically they asked me what my 5-year goal is and how long till I get bored
I hate
in
that
my
question.
present job. And I was thinking about Caitlin.
Ah,
Because Caitlin had mentioned something about not liking to be bored at her job one night while we were playing video games. And my supervisor looked at me and went, so give me a timeline of how long I have till I have to find you something to do before you get bored. And I'm like, well, the economy sucks, so you might have more than you think.
right.
Because I'm going to go find a job in this economy. She's like, that's not a great feeling when you tell me the economy sucks and that's why you're not looking for a new job.
Karen, are you joining us from a subway car or an airplane
Or a yacht?
A
I'm
yacht?
actually waiting to be picked up at the Denver airport.
Oh, wow. All right. Coming in from Denver. That's pretty cool. What were you doing out there in Denver? Or what are you doing?
I was flown out here by a friend for the weekend.
That's
I'll
cool.
be back on Monday.
That's exciting.
Yeah. How much fun
I
is
love
that?
Denver.
Enjoy Denver.
I love Denver.
You're going to miss it
Oh, we're going up
because
to
on
Boulder, but-
Tuesday, Denver is dropping to 40 degrees.
Oh, well, that's a
Cheers.
shame. to
I've
miss
been
the
in
40
Denver
degrees.
during a blizzard before. It didn't make Denver any less cool though.
All right. So I will drop this one more time in the chat.
That sounds amazing, though. I would love to see some snow right now.
There you go. Meet.anotherway.
I've only been to Denver Airport.
It's a crappy airport. It's a maze full of insanity, and I don't
Yes.
understand it at all. I'm like, where do I get my bag?
Is that the one with the tram car in the middle?
Yep.
She's like,
And
yes.
it's got like 4 elevators. They're like, oh, if you want to get an Uber, you need to take this elevator or
Yeah.
this escalator. But if you want to go to a cab, you got to take this escalator. And if you want to get on a plane, you got to go to another airport on the other side. And I'm like,
And you take like the subway, the elevate, the what do you call it? The L, like the
There's like a
elevator
metro
train.
train in the middle of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
known
that
for
was a
having a
Denver
demon
airport.
horse
I know
and having the
one in
Illuminati
Texas
in the
is like that too.
I've only ever connected there, so I literally just got off one plane, went like 3 gates away, and was like, new plane.
Yeah. Ian, what did you say? There's a body in the
I said
basement?
the Denver airport is famous for having a demon horse outside and the Illuminati running the basement.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Yes.
right, the demon horse.
Lizard people.
Yeah.
And it's
Lizard
amazing they
people.
have
And lizard
signs that
people.
talk about it because the airport, I don't know if it's still under construction, but it's been under construction for like an eternity. And then they have like this gargoyle that like will talk to you and be like, so I hear you've heard about the Satan horse and like all kinds
See
of
ya,
that's where
Nanya.
the gargoyles are?
yes,
I've seen videos of them.
it's
And yeah,
amazing.
y'all aren't joking. This is a straight up demon horse.
Yeah.
It's like-
Nunya Biz, sorry that you have to bail out. We'll see you next time. How many people we have?
We have enough people.
We have enough people.
Yeah.
Nunya Biz dropping out. Cool.
We got like 9 online, like in the pictures
Yeah.
already.
That is
Something cheap.
I'm
almost.
counting the kittens.
12.
Counting the
We have
kittens.
12
Person
people.
finally found me.
We don't have snow up in Vermont yet, but the leaves are changing really early, and it's been 70 for like 2 weeks now,
Oh.
which is crazy because we had the hottest summer up here we've had ever, and now it's 70, and we're worried that it's going to snow early this year, and we're going to
Are
be
you?
stuck with a very long winter.
Well,
because
when
we're
you
in Vermont.
increase the heat in the
There
environment,
you are.
it causes the jet stream to meander, and it creates hot places that used to be cold and cold places that used to be hot. So it's like, even though
That'd
it's
be
cold,
a
it's live.
5-month shutdown of the world has just thrown a complete curveball to everything.
Yeah, I think we'll see. Everything's gonna change and be different and fun, and that's exciting. It's all we've got right now.
I just want to go out to dinner. That's the only thing I miss right now. I just want to be
How
at
do
a
I
pub,
open this thing?
to a restaurant and sit down and order food and eat
Ah,
it.
I got it.
Well, hopefully that'll come around here. I don't know, before New Year's. Let's hope. All right. So you know what? We've got enough people. So let's go ahead and move forward. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. All right.
Glad to see the kittens are.
I have to
marginally
remember how to
awake.
ask people questions.
This
You
is their
do have
nap
to
time
ask people
between
questions.
7 and 8, so they're like asleep but kind of playing on the sofa.
Oh wait, don't we have to supply our? Oh, it's Friday. Never mind.
Yes.
I know.
It's your questions.
Avastrea says that they've got plenty of heat down there if anybody wants it. I think that's South Carolina, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Um,
Hard packs.
So yeah, we might do. I was thinking about doing, instead of a Psychic Sunday, thinking about doing a kind of submission Sunday and having people bring questions to the chat and everything, like we would do on a Saturday, since we're going to be in the middle of the woods and there's really no advantage of us giving you questions because we won't we probably won't have keyboards or anything. So that's one of the things we're thinking. So if you guys have questions, if you folks have questions available, bring them on Sunday. I think we might do that. I think it might make things a little easier. With that said, let's start with question number 1.
Question number 1, very straightforward. Sorry, Craig. In which country is the spa town of Spa?
So hold on. This is a town called Spa that has spas in it.
Yes.
That's weird. Were the first spas there? And then everybody else is, we want to be like that town?
Or was it like, we like spas so much we're going to name our town after it?
We need somebody to look this up and find out. After, obviously, you've answered. Did they start with the name Spa and then make it famous? Or were they like, we like spas so much, we're going to call ourselves Spa Town? Yeah, Spaville. Let's see.
I'm going to a spa in October. I'm very excited.
Yes. Let's go over to the Zoom folks. We've got a bunch of answers in.
Hopefully no bears this time.
Looks like
Twitch is reloading.
let's see, Belgium, Spain, Leo, which is just the name of the cat. Lots of Belgiums. Spa in
Spain.
Get it? Spa in Spain. Iceland. Belgium boat. There's a Belgium boat. Australia says heat and rain, monsoons and green stuff. No hurricanes yet. That's good. Germany, Belgium, Brazil spa, which Robert's back. Hey, Robert. We haven't seen you in forever. How's work been? We've missed having you around. Let's see. Did we say what continent it was in, or just what country?
We just want the country.
So a lot of people went Europe. I like that Robert went different. He went with South America. Emily is very fond of Patrick's sense of humor. I think she meant that in a non-sarcastic way. That's my guess. F1 fans should know this, says Trey. Ankh-Morpork, which I believe might be a Klingon country.
Craig, explain yourself.
On the continent of Discworld.
On the
I got
continent
that.
of Discworld.
I got that reference.
Gotcha. All right.
Is that a continent? It's all one thing.
Craig, you're going to be so mad at me.
Yeah. All right. So Spain, time's up, by the way, and I'm sure it's over on Facebook too. I need to go over there and check that.
Damn it,
But-
Keith.
Gotta go get logged in, but time's up. Tell them what the correct answer is.
The answer is Belgium.
What? That's not Spain at all.
Continent? It's all one thing.
Craig, you're going to be so mad at me.
Yeah.
I call Bell shit.
All right. I can also share. I didn't do that either. That seems like a nice thing to do. I'm sharing.
You let the guy take every other day off and you just
Yeah, it's been crazy.
crumbles.
Robert says that work has been nuts because a lot of people don't know this. He is a nut vendor.
He's like in New York, you know those nuts for nuts carts.
Yeah, exactly that. He's got like peanuts. He's got
I have a story about that.
walnuts. He's got they're bigger. They're what is the
God damn it, you stole my story.
what is the it's
my
got the
fucking brother.
go ahead.
So my brother was in New York City and I called him when he got back and I was like, how was your trip? What'd you do? And he was like, oh, like we did a lot of wandering around. We saw some sights, but like, you know, the person I was visiting didn't want to do like a lot of touristy shit because she fucking lives there. And so we just, you know, and we kind of grew up part in New York. And so we had done a lot of that stuff. So they were just hadn't seen each other in a while hanging out. And I was like, oh, did you get some pizza? And he's like, yeah. And I got like a hot dog from a cart. And he goes, oh my God, I got this other thing. I went to one of those nuts for nuts carts. And the smell drew me in. And I was like, what smells so good? And the guy was like, here's what you want. This is the thing you want. And I got a cone of it. They were so good. It was so good. It was called, and I was like, what was it?
Is it Brazil nuts? Patrick's
was like,
asking Brazil
You know,
nuts.
it's the nuts. And I was like, are we really going to do this? Here we go. And so I was like, peanuts. walnuts, pecans. And I just went through all the nuts. I got
Yeah.
through like Brazil nut, filbert. Like I went through everything. And then he was like, ah, man, it's going to come to me. And then I'll call you back and I'll tell you what it is. And later in our conversation, he goes, oh, coconut.
Yes.
The cocoa nut.
The good old cocoa nut.
Son of a bitch.
Yes. All right. So there you go. Australia says vaping is still super bad for you and has many of the same health impacts. There you go. Australia knows all of the things about all of the stuff medical. We don't. So,
I think, Emily, the answer to your question is we don't fucking know yet.
yeah. Same risk for cancer and COPD or fewer. Then yeah, these are good answers. I'm not sure. I'll be curious to see what comes out in the longer term studies.
Yeah, I mean, I want to smoke, but I don't want to die. That's the phase I'm in my life. It's
Yeah.
like I really like smoking, but I also don't want to end up those people on the commercials during daytime
Oh,
television.
the commercials. Yeah.
I thought about just getting one of those vapes, but getting one that has no nicotine and just tastes like cherries or something.
Oh, you
And-
can do that.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't like inhale it. I would just put it in my
Like a
mouth.
cigar.
Yeah. And it would taste like cherries and I'd be like super happy with that.
Mm.
That
You
would
got to be a
my thing.
little more adventurous, though, because now they have ones that taste like Lucky Charms.
With milk.
Like,
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Mhm.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
gross.
I
See?
got one that tasted like chocolate fudge brownies, and I shit you not, I had to go out and buy chocolate fudge brownies afterwards.
Well, that didn't work.
because the taste was just so real.
See, I like my cigarettes to taste like cigarettes.
You can get tobacco flavor.
Yeah.
I
think
smoke.
that's probably
Specifically
safer with
menthol and
tobacco
not
flavor.
that like minty menthol that like the Marlboros do. Like I smoke Salem's. Like I'm an old lady.
Mm.
Oh, you want to cough up blood, is what you.
No,
Yeah.
because they don't have the same fiberglass content as the Newports. Now I will go to Newports if I'm dead out of Salem's, but I won't smoke menthols.
All right. So this is probably
Actually,
bad.
It's actually the chocolate that's going to kill you.
No. I don't eat-
I'll just
No,
stick with my
smoking the
pot.
chocolate.
I just smoke pot with one of my local play partners, and then he babysits me to make sure I don't do anything like go online and post on Facebook.
That's
The
fair.
last time I lost my computer overnight, and he looked at me, he's like, "How did you lose your computer, sweetie?" I'm like, "I don't know."
It's
But-
gone. I'm also missing one shoe. All right, question number 2. Let's move on and
Oh,
see.
that's right. We're doing trivia.
Yes, from time to time.
Sorry, Craig. To which country do the Faroe Islands belong?
Obviously, it was the Egyptians.
Craig's going to be so mad.
What did Craig put up?
Ankh-Morpork.
I have a feeling there's a theme that's happening. Hey, Jenny's here too.
Jenny!
Everyone say hi to Jenny. Haven't seen Jenny in forever.
Jenny.
All right. This is cool. We've got some old school folks coming back. You all have been busy. You've been doing real life things like working and stuff, and we've been goofing off playing trivia. Let's see. Let's go over to the Zoom again. Time is almost up.
I'm doing old school this weekend and visiting my gay friend
Oh, nice.
because I had no plans for Labor Day, so he invited me over.
He's going to make you do labor at his house.
No, he has to go plan church tomorrow because he's the minister, but we're going to take a drive on Sunday and do a bonfire.
Okay.
Because Saturdays I behave and I don't bug him because he's working.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's nice to get out of the house and do something else, right?
It's nice not to see my housemate that I have to look at every single day.
I mean, you don't
I
have to
like it.
look at them. You could walk by with your eyes closed. That wouldn't be weird at all. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well. Looks like we've got people who said the United States, England, Denmark. Somebody has voted on England. The Daleks apparently might own the Faroe Islands. What is the correct answer?
Denmark.
Denmark! First person to get that looks like it's Patrick.
Yep. Totally Patrick.
Congratulations. And then Trey and Melissa also jumped onto that. So, oh, did you do something bad?
No, nothing. Hi. Ow.
All right, so let's move on to question number 3.
Question number 3. Sorry, Craig. Which country has the oldest recognized parliament?
And you did this after Craig gave 5 Craig coins to Robert, which is just rude.
Okay, so here's my process when I'm finding these questions.
Yes.
I go
Piss
through
off
banks of
Craig.
questions.
Yeah.
And I read through them and I think, which day of the week does this belong in?
Yes.
And then I file them under that day of the week. And then I take 10 off the top. Or if I only have 9, I go hunt for another one. And then I have my 10 questions.
Perfect.
And I don't necessarily look at them all together as a curated group all the time. And so sometimes I end up making Craig mad.
Ian, I know that you haven't done any style points recently, Caitlin, but Ian might deserve one.
That deserves a style point 100%.
Do you see his answer?
Oh, yes. Ian deserves a style point for George Clinton.
Yes, the oldest recognized parliament.
Yes. He's very old.
All right. We're going to go back over to the Zoom because time is up. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but let's see. Trey went with Funkadelic as well. Same kind of concept. England, Greece, Iceland.
Borka Borka.
Let's see. Faroe Islands are closest to Scotland. That's what we've learned. Yeah, a lot of Greece and Iceland.
You're very late on that factoid.
Yeah. Which one? That these questions are hard?
No, the Faroe Islands are closest to Scotland.
I mean, it's at the beginning of the question. I'm just saying. All right, so time is up. Australia got it as well. I assume saying that.
But you got it after time was up.
Yeah, you got it after time was up for Denmark. You have to do it before the time is up things happens. All right, so let's see. Those are all the answers that people put in. What is the correct answer?
Iceland.
Iceland. Ah. All right, so first person to get that, I think, is Danny. Danny, the first one with Iceland. Also seeing answers from Emily and Melissa for Iceland. So that's good. I wouldn't have known that myself. They definitely have their stuff together, it seems like. Since we're only doing trivia every other day, shouldn't this technically only be like Old Wednesday hard? Nico would like some easier questions if you can make that happen. Let's move on to...
You're not digging the foreign geography?
Hush, Craig.
Question number 4.
You're welcome, Craig.
Ankh-Mork.
To which island was Napoleon exiled after his defeat and abdication in 1814?
I like that some people may know this, and then other people don't. Oh, this is weird. Emily has gone with Ankh-Mork.
Oh.
Yeah. Just in a show of solidarity with Craig.
I had it.
One time
I copied it and just held it in my back pocket for a moment that Craig did not beat me with it, and just had it in the back seat.
I am also calling Ankh-Mork.
And the one time I actually put an answer in.
Oh, the irony. Nico has doubled up on more pork. Ankh-Mork pork.
The thing is, I'm answering that and I don't even know what the F that is. So
it's the new Thomas Marvolo riddle is what it is.
Well, I figured that. That's why I'm going with it.
Thomas Marvolo riddle for places.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to the Zoom here. I thought Iceland dissolved their government a few years ago.
What?
Like the whole thing?
Yeah, they may have. Are you just?
It
Yeah,
was made out of ice and it melted.
Yeah. Well, no. What it was is they were having some problems with the country, and so they were looking for a solution.
So they dissolved it.
No.
It resulted in a solution?
No. That's so good, man.
Yes.
Shirt and wear it out.
Oh, nailed it.
So hot.
I didn't even have to go with the punchline. I just left it there for people to go, what is that? Aw, damn it!
Damn
Good.
science questions.
Caitlin, you need to text that one to Shane immediately.
Remember, kids, drugs are never the solution unless you dissolve them in water. That is that is the key. It's because my screen is lagging on the app, not my fault. Well.
Not my fault either.
It's also not our fault. We will have to blame someone else who probably won't pick up the phone. All right. Time's been up for a while. What is the correct answer?
Elba.
Elba. That is great. I believe an English actor as well. Right?
Idris Elba.
Yes. That is a very famous guy.
Love him.
Oh
God, I have a story about Idris Elba. It's very short.
Yeah.
So when somebody had asked me, like, I guess a question of something random, like most attractive actor, and I was like, well, I've got two: Idris Elba and the guy who plays Stringer Bell on The Wire. Except the guy who plays Stringer Bell on The Wire is Idris
Elba.
So they were the same person.
Those are the two hottest. I was genuinely disappointed. What's that, Nigo?
Didn't he get Sexiest Man Alive? Is he
Yes.
He should.
I was genuinely disappointed because I think years back he was being considered for James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best James Bond.
And I think that would have been awesome. Daniel Craig's doing a fine job. He's lovely, but I feel like I just feel like he would have been even better.
He might still be in the running though, because Daniel Craig keeps saying this, like every movie he's like, this is my last one.
Mhm.
So
Well, every movie he like gets critically injured doing his own stunts or something.
So he's like the Brett Favre of James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah. What he could do is stop doing his own stunts.
I'm like the Brett Favre of this house.
Yeah, you are the Brett Favre of this house. That is
How
true.
is your calf doing?
My quad, point of
Yes.
order, is still ouchy. My beginning of physical therapy keeps getting pushed back because they were exposed to COVID and all had to get tested. But my actual physical therapist called me on the telephone today because he has my cell phone number because he's cool and he came to a barbecue at my house once. And he was like, hey, like, might have to push it back a scotch more. But here's what you should do in the meantime. Like, tell me how this feels. Tell me how this feels. Here's what I want you to do. So he's super cool.
So you're
And
not
he-
gonna wind up in my hot tub, is what you're saying.
Yes. He was also like, I am fucking impressed with how you injured yourself kind of playing frisbee golf. Good job.
Hey, now that I know how wooded and rugged disc golf is, I am a changed person. I need to wear pants with socks and tick stuff. It's no joke. I went to a real course and I was like, what? How? I have a frisbee and it's this size and there's trees all here and then there's a cage down there. I'm like, there's no way to get this from here to there.
Where did you go?
Free. Like,
Where was it that you played?
there's a disc golf course by us called Kinder Farm Park.
Oh, okay. Very nice. We'll have to come out there.
We
sometime.
could travel
We
to
could-
disc golf.
Well, that would make us officially a travel team, right?
We could take a disc golf vacation.
Right. I would assume if we go over there, we're actually going cross country, right? Because it's a different state at that point.
Yeah, can I sweeten the pot? It's also a petting zoo.
I'm in.
Can
I
you
like sports at
throw?
all, but I like tiny animals I can touch.
Can you throw the animals into the baskets?
Craig, how do you feel about just following along with a pair of coconuts and cheering us on?
Yeah, it's so much
I
more
would
fun.
totally do that.
Melissa is in.
We have,
I'll also provide drinks.
yeah. Oh, this is
Yeah,
great.
It's a full state park,
Yeah.
or county park. So there's picnic tables and food, and like people are social distancing.
That's great.
So if you
That's-
come in
and that's
October,
where?
it might actually be pleasant. We could have like a party.
Where is that?
It's in Maryland.
Yes.
By Annapolis.
And
Oh,
Maryland.
sorry, I forget you live near me. It's do you know where like Severna Park is?
Yeah.
Right there.
Perfect. I'm down. I've played disc golf exactly once before in my life, but I'm apparently allergic to what you feed sheeps. but I'm still down.
I feel like you feed
And
them
eggs. So
smaller
whatever you
sheep.
feed sheeps and eggs.
I just love that you went with me with putting the S on sheeps when I fucked
Yeah.
that up a second
I
ago.
mean, I like it better.
Yeah, you might just lose me entirely into the petting zoo. Like
I
it
know.
might
There's
be night
the
at the
ducks.
museum all over again.
He's
little
just
sheeps and
laying
goats.
spread eagle with just all of the animals on top
Little
of him.
goats on him.
Each one pushing the other one off, trying to get on top of Craig
I
and
could
be the
do
tallest.
goat yoga
Yeah.
and get banned from a petting zoo.
Yeah.
Goat yoga isn't fun. Go and feed baby goats. That's fun. Goat
Mm.
yoga, they actually hurt you and they poop on you.
Oh,
I'm bad enough at yoga without goats standing on me.
I'm bad enough with goats standing on me without yoga.
Yeah.
Like, what? First part, X. Maybe then we'll consider the second part.
you could do yoga in the kitten room. So there's like that tiny little bit of floor space you could try.
The part I
Like my dog was doing a downward dog on my yoga mat the other day just because he wanted to itch his face, and I missed the photo. It would have been the best picture. I was just like, had my phone, trying to find the app, and no, he was gone.
See, what you should have done is buy 4 or 5 yoga mats from like a TJ Maxx or Marshalls and tape them together, and then you have an official rug for your dog.
And it would have been cheaper than the rug that he's not laying on right now. That he's laying next to, and the cat's laying on.
all I need to know, Nico, is if the petting zoo is one of those like baby petting zoos, because I love those the most, right? And
It is designed for small school children. I will Google the petting zoo part and find out how many have the age of said animals.
Yeah, because they have a section in the Reston zoo that's all babies that you can pet and stuff, and it's so adorable until you get kicked out because you're supposed to only pet the animal babies apparently, but that
Yeah, the parents get a little upset.
they do. They're very judgmental and protective, but I mean, I was feeding the kid. I don't know what was the problem.
Babies like carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids like goat food too.
This is a bottle,
They don't eat
kid.
anything off the floor, so.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to question number 5.
Question number 5. Which animal, you're welcome, Craig, gives its name to Denmark's highest honor award?
That's a good question. Trey is leaving us. Bye, Trey.
It's
Enjoy
like the
your ride.
Presidential Medal of Freedom, but for Denmark.
Trey says there's a lot of good disc golf courses in Tallahassee, but none with petting zoos. It's good to know. The Twitch app is faster than YouTube, but not much. It's good to know. I believe that the desktop version of Twitch quite quick. That's I think is the number 1 overall.
Oh, people are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, so it didn't take us long to get to full silly. Let's see what we've got. A one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. I can only imagine which country that's from.
Denmark.
That's not the one I think he's going to type. I'll be honest. Time is up. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but let's see. We've got unicorns.
All right, we got 1 style point for unicorn, 1 style point for one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater.
Which was the name of my soccer team when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, the purple people eaters. We were undefeated. I think I was like 6.
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, but we were very good.
You in a soccer uniform sounds so cute.
That's why I have big old legs.
Yeah, you do have big old legs.
Mm-hmm.
You're sexy. 1 style point for the Denmark Baby Shark Park Award. 1 style point for Badger, 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 Mushroom, Mushroom.
All right. Those are all of them. We've got a couple Karens that have been thrown. 3 to be exact. For those that don't know, a Karen is when you believe that no one's going to get it right, and if no one does, you get a point. But if anyone gets it correct, you lose a point.
Lose a point.
Lose a point. So the question we have to ask now is, did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding. Nobody got it right.
You all were worried. You thought it was actually a
Those answers
unicorn.
were all ridiculous. None of those are right.
I was gonna go with unicorn. It sounded real, and then I'm like,
That's Scotland.
I sat there and went, Danielle, get a hold of yourself.
Get a hold of yourself. Pull it together, for God's sakes. Jesus.
On occasion, I have to do that. I'm like, Danielle, pull it together. It's not real.
All right, so let's get the correct answer, because we know that Emily and Danny and Nico have all got points. Craig has given 5 Craig coins to Patrick for what? For just Badger. But that's many badgers. That's a lot of badgers.
Badger.
That is a bag of badgers.
Oh, it's a snake.
All right, so what is the correct answer?
It's an elephant.
An elephant.
You're awarded to the Order of the Elephant.
Yes.
You get a badge,
Mm-hmm.
and it is awarded at the monarch's pleasure.
I don't want to have to watch that.
Follow-up question. How many elephants are there in Denmark?
Probably not a fucking lot. How many zoos are there in Denmark?
When you win this award, you get one. So I figure it's how many people have gotten the award, right? Would be the number of elephants.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A teapot elephant.
That seems like one of those prizes that you get that you're like not sure if it's actually a good thing, because like elephants are awesome, but they also take a lot of space and potentially kill you.
Yeah.
And where are you going to put them?
Can you imagine the poop?
Really big poops.
Yeah, really big poop. But what if you were to? What if they made teacup? They made teacup elephants. Would you want one of those?
Yes.
Oh, hell yes.
You know, like, I mean, it would have to be a little bit bigger than like a teacup, like Chihuahua or something. But like, if you could lift it with 2 hands and be like, "This is my elephant."
Oh, like a pygmy hippopotamus would be adorable.
Yeah. I would. The thing I'm really excited about when they get into all of this genetic modification is being able to get like a little fishbowl and put a tiny manatee in it, because that would be adorable. Little itty bitty manatee just floating around. He doesn't have to worry about any boats. We're saving lives, people. Tiny manatee.
And you can feed them the lettuce from your salad because that's their
Could only
favorite
have
thing to
one
eat.
hole.
Yeah, it'd be great. And you call it a manateenie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You're the master of the setup, sir. You are the master of the setup.
All right. Let's move on to question number 6.
Yeah,
Hang
that
on.
hat is coming out. Awesome.
I'm having a pun war with Shane.
Okay.
What is the scientific term used to describe the movement of a solvent through a semi-permeable membrane?
Oh, I know this one. Oops, sorry.
Mansplaining. That's my guess. Is that right? That's what I'd call it.
It's close.
I'm just trying to get this through your thick membrane. People going.
So I looked up the order of the elephant actual medal.
Yeah.
Actually pretty nice. Kind of looks like a shuriken with a kind of engraved little elephant on it.
Oh, one of those like throwing stars? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but with like 20 points. Like,
Oh.
person is super dead when you throw that one.
Yeah, a lot of medals are very look very dangerous, I've noticed. We ran into that. There was a really great story of Caitlin's brother who was in line at TSA, and the gentleman in front of them was wearing a pin, and the TSA agent said, "I'm sorry, you can't bring that on the airplane.
Too pointy.
It's too pointy. You could use it as a weapon." And her brother was like, "Hey, could I just talk to you just for like a second? Just excuse us. Can I talk to the TSA agent?" And he was like, "Hey, you should stop, because that's a Medal of Honor. And so he can wear that wherever he wants. Trust me, that's not the problem right there. If you don't believe me, bring your manager out. And if you stop now, you might still have a job. So just something to think about."
Because the guy with the Medal of Honor was being exceptionally cool about it.
Mm-hmm.
But he had every right to make a big fucking deal out of it.
It was like, yeah, you won't be able to take that on the airplane. The fuck I won't.
Yeah, he was like, you can take it off and mail it to yourself, or you can just leave it here. He was like, yeah, that's what I'll do.
No,
Yeah.
none
When
of
I was in
those.
DC flying back, I flew with knitting needles on a plane to DC. I had knit a shawl. I had the knitting needles in DC, and I went through TSA, and they're like, "You're not allowed to bring knitting needles." I'm like, "I'm flying back somewhere where I was allowed to bring this. Like, you're not allowed." I'm like, "Okay, so I'm either going to leave you with the shawl on the knitting needles, or I can bring the knitting needles with the shawl." I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Do you want to, are you taking away my stimming? Because I'm autistic." They're like, "Never mind." I'm like, "Okay, thank you very much."
I don't know how that happens because I got to customs. I was going through customs to get on a plane to Ireland, and at that very moment, realized that I had an entire class set of scissors in my purse, and they let me on the plane with them because they were less than 4 inches long. So I had like 25 pairs of scissors in my purse on a plane, and that was totally fine because they were all tiny scissors.
I got pulled aside for a sandwich once.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I was I went through all the thing and we do the pat downs because she's not supposed to go through the machines, and so as a show of solidarity I do it as well. And they pulled the bag aside and they said, "Sir, can you step over here? We have a problem." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so they were like, "We're gonna have to go through your bag." And I was like,
Please do
"Sure."
that.
And they're like opening it up. I assume they probably are like, making sure there's no, trigger that goes off. I don't know what they're doing, and then they looked at this wrap sandwich and they go like, "What is this?" And I was like, "That is a submarine sandwich." And they were like, "Okay, that's fine. You can go ahead." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were going to take it."
I was coming back from New Orleans once with like $70 worth of cheese in my suitcase,
Mhm.
and they definitely like pulled me aside and had to individually like bomb wand every single hunk of cheese that was in there to make sure it wasn't actually C4 or something. Like, no, I just have a problem with cheese.
Interestingly, we were on our way to New Orleans when Keith got flagged for the submarine sandwich. And it was my fault because I had gotten us sandwiches for like a late lunch and we didn't finish half of one. And so I was like, "Take it on the plane. You always get hungry on the plane and there's no good snacks on planes anymore. Bring half a sandwich." And he was like, "Totally." And then he got in trouble and I felt bad.
I got in trouble for an eggnog latte.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Too many liquids. Not enough.
Well, what happened was, I used to work at Borders Books and Music, and when they first came out with pumpkin spice, they had not worked out the formula quite right, and it was gross. It's still a little gross. But yeah, it was really bad at Borders. And we were always like, "Oh, this is awful." And the joke was, for Christmas, they're probably going to come out with the eggnog latte. So when I saw one available at the airport, it's like, well, I have to buy it and see how bad it is.
Yeah.
And this was back like around 2002.
Probably doesn't matter.
A lot of security lines. And I bought it. It was really hot. I was waiting in line, long line. I take a sip. It is the most god-awful thing ever. And no way I can get to the trash can. I'm just waiting to get close to the trash can. And the guy said, "Sir, you're going to have to take a sip of that drink." And I'm like, "I am not taking another sip of this drink. There's no way I'm going to take a sip of this drink. Sir, can I just throw it away?" It's like, "No, sir, you have to take a sip of that drink." Like, "No, can I just throw it away?" "No, you have to prove to me it's a drink and you have to take a sip of it." And I said, "This is an eggnog latte." He said, "Oh, why did you buy that?" And then he let me throw it away.
Nice.
Like, I'm not taking it
For
out.
reference, I walk through security every single time I fly with a bag with all of these knitting needles. They have no fucks to give.
Oh man, you could.
And yet the sandbag weight mount I have for my GPS literally sets off alarms.
Oh.
Yeah, my worst travel experiences are when I have to go on a wheelchair because I'm disabled, and they stick me on a wheelchair. And at some point, I was in a pen in DC with all these physically disabled people, and I'm sitting in the wheelchair behind them and texting my mother going, help me. She's like, well, I'm like, I'm in a pen with people in wheelchairs, and I'm autistic, and they make me ride a special bus to the plane by myself. And she just started laughing. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm like, you don't understand, lady. You don't understand.
All right, let's go to question number 7.
Okay, question number 7. What was John Wayne's real name? First and last name, please. I don't give a fuck about his middle name. I just need the first and last name.
I figured we had to move on to
Craig, I was just almost there.
I figured we had to move on to questions when people were doing more than one terrible travel.
Yeah, doubling
story at a
up on the
time.
travel
Yeah.
tour.
Oh, if that wasn't bad, here's another one.
And you got my second choice.
I can't believe Craig outtyped me.
My dad for a while.
Power typing that.
Well, I just got new fingernails and I haven't had fingernails since March, and so I don't know how to use them anymore. I'm like, look,
Wow, you usually don't have
Nice.
fingernails?
no, I eat them to the nubs pretty much, so I've never had them like pretty and painted.
Oh, all right.
So my dad for a while was like
pick
the
the color.
token white dude that they pulled out of line for extra screening
Mm-hmm.
because he's like big. And so they're like, you look threatening. We'll take you every time he went to the airport.
That is
Yeah.
also me.
He was like the white dude they pulled out of line to prove they weren't just pulling out brown people.
I'm the one that they always have to swab my hands to make sure I hadn't made a bomb recently.
Yeah.
Like all the time I get my hands swabbed.
She's a bomb maker.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will
set
say
off the
this, I had
trigger for
never
having made a
been-
bomb.
I've
I
never
used to
been
fly-
swapped more.
Yeah, after September 11th, I was traveling for a living, and one time it set off the bomb detectors, and they said, you have trace of bomb on your hands. And I'm like, well, what do I do now? And they said, here, sign this notebook with your name and your address and get on the plane. I'm like, really?
All right.
When they swab my hands and I tense up, like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm autistic.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Don't.
it's okay. I'm like, I'm sorry. I appreciate your sensitivity training right now, but you telling me it's okay while touching my hands is not making this any better people.
Okay, I never had gotten swabbed or pulled out of line nearly as many times as when I was an actual employee of the TSA. And I was like, you are now like, you know what? This is just gonna be less work. It's just like, you random person, we have no idea who you are or where you work. Let's get you a full pat down and a swab. And I'm like, sure, man.
The reason they keep doing it to Emily is because Patrick goes just before her and is like, that's my wife. She's the bomb. And they're like, well, we're going to have to swab her. She might actually be a bomb.
Nah, probably not.
Let's move on to
Yeah.
let's move on to question number 8.
We didn't say the
You need
answer,
more
which is
time?
Marion
Yeah.
Morrison.
Oh, Marion Morrison. Danny got it. And only Danny got it.
Yes.
It's
The
important to see
shot
what gift Danny sends to somebody.
The Shat al Arab is a river that forms part of the border between which two countries?
For our last question, we got we got 2 Thomas Morvello riddles, one as a Tom, John Wayne Gacy, Duke, comma, the, and then he who cannot be named. More people guessed it was a Harry Potter character than guessed him. Like his nickname. That's pretty wild. All right. Oh, we've changed things a little bit.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm not giving you all style points.
They really want them.
I'm making it rain, Craig coins. Just letting you know.
unrelated question. Does anybody have a really small head?
I have a monstrously big head, so I am
Yeah, I
not
am
helpful.
Why, Ian? You want
adjusted the hat in the wrong direction. So if somebody has a small head,
Ian?
I'm
So
a
what you're
7
saying
by
is Ian, you're looking for a little head, is what you're saying?
Yes.
And I think you just send the hat to whoever when it's your turn to send a gift. And if
I want it
it's
to
their
fit.
head or their pet's head, that's just how the cookie crumbles.
I'm curious how you mistakenly adjusted something smaller that you were trying to make bigger.
Look, here's the pattern, man. It's not easy to adjust the
But
size too.
wasn't there a piece of you that went, "This is weird. It is less material than it was."
Oh, it's the same material because I'm taking it all up with darts.
Oh, gotcha. But wouldn't the band around the outside be like less lengthy?
I haven't made the band yet.
Oh, I thought it has a black band around it.
It does, but I make that last.
Ah, so it was just when you made the band that you went, "Ah, fuck."
No, it's when I measured it with the darts.
Whole process to sewing.
You should send it to Karen. She loves darts.
She loves darts.
Yeah. We have a Karen by Danny. We have Saudi Arabia and Iraq, Saudi Arabia and Yemen, Spain and Greek. I assume Greece would be the one there. Lebanon and Damascus, and Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Don't think is Damascus a country?
I particularly like Ian's response here.
Ian's response is Anik Morpork and Canada. Not to be confused with Craig's response, which is Anik Morpork and Whoville.
Oh, come on. Whoville's not a real place.
Neither is Canada.
It's a real place.
I've
It's
looked.
a spa town.
I've literally looked all through every map of Europe and not found Canada. So you guys are obviously messing with us, and it's not a real place. All right. Did anyone get it correct?
No.
No!
The closest to correct was Emily with Saudi Arabia and Iraq. If you go a little north of that, it forms part of the border between Iraq and Iran.
Ah.
I literally just used saw the word Arab in the body of water and said, "What countries do I know in that area?" I turned to Patrick and I said, "What shares a border with Saudi Arabia? Because my geography is absolute trash." And he just gave me 3 countries and I picked one.
I'm just proud of you all that nobody answered the Tigris and Euphrates. It borders 2 other rivers. That's what happens. All right. Question number 9. Question number 9.
What vegetable has varieties called Angers, Snowball, Roscoff, and Patna?
I believe those are dogs.
Dogs aren't vegetables.
You said last week that bacon wasn't vegetables, and I would disagree with you there, so just saying.
Speaking of dogs, I think that Joy needs to stop being so nice to me. She pissed on her ball today while we were playing ball, and although I think dogs are my best friend, and she definitely still loves me, I looked at her and went, "Ball is done."
Yeah, no more playing balls.
She picked up the ball and brought it to me. I'm like, "No, not touching that. I just saw you pee on it." I'm like, "That's not a gift."
That is how most of my dates end.
Aww. She looked disappointed. She's like, "What? I brought you the ball." I'm like, No, you peed on it.
Mm-hmm.
You squatted on the ball
Yep.
in front of me. You looked at me and you peed.
She was asserting dominance. Now throw this ball! Throw my pee ball! Do it, woman!
If you really gross things, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, well, that is everybody has a limit, and that dog apparently has a limit that's further than your limit. All right, time is up. A lot of people saying cauliflower, which is not a vegetable. It is a flower, just like coconut. Hairy coconuts, albino broccoli. Melissa said, sure, cauliflower. Ian has an answer. Did you see Ian's answer? What is it?
Ankh-Mor carrot.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
That is true.
There are nights where Ian is not on, but when he's on, he's on. It's just nonstop fire.
We call those other nights practice.
And
I'm impressed because he's always doing it while sewing too. Like I couldn't do both things at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian multitasks like a motherfucker.
Mainly because I can't sew.
I know it's a good night when Patrick looks across the room and goes, "Damn, Ian's on fire."
I just looked at Patrick and said, "Why the fuck albino broccoli?" And he was like, "Because." And then I was like, "Oh, cauliflower. I'm an idiot." Nice. Yes. Albino broccoli it is. All right. Is the correct answer albino broccoli?
Yep.
It is. Danny was the first to get cauliflower, and then everybody else behind. I think we've lost of Estrella. He was going too slow for them, and
Yeah, she said the lag was ruining the fun for her, so she left.
that's fair. Well, I don't know where she's.
Though. You should probably pay attention when you're driving.
Yes. And I have no idea where she's driving to, but there you have it, doing something.
Well, I will say I've listened to during my commute. It's just talk radio at that point.
That's true. If you're not actually answering.
Yeah, but then there's the typing bit, and I just got
Yeah.
a new fancy car that I could like send text with my voice, but I don't think it's going to be able to manage Twitch. So
All right. Question number 10. Let's do this.
Question number 10. What can be an indoor pub game or a sugary sweet?
So one word could refer to an indoor pub game or a sugary sweet.
Thanks for mansplaining that.
That was called clarifying. I was just clarifying. I didn't say, well, actually. I didn't go against what you said. I just clarified what you said. We also need the full name. We do have albino broccoli has made it in
A sugary sweet.
Yeah, that is
albino
a sugary
broccoli.
sweet.
Just bringing it back around.
We have a jelly baby, which I assume is something Craig does at the bar. Is that?
Does anybody remember what a bar is like?
I've
Time.
no, yeah,
They set up an outdoor one near us, like one of the bars that was like an indoor bar. They have just opened the outdoor bar, and that's where they have the thing now. I still don't feel comfortable going with when there's a lot of people. Like if there's like 4 or 5 people there, then I'm good because we can spread out.
I don't understand bars. I'm like, I just don't get them. It worked really well when I was playing music, when I used to play music, because I would be like on a stage and then people would be doing bar things. Like, I get it if it's a bar that has like pool tables, no problem. Like, just go play pool. But I don't drink, and so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm like just wandering around being like, hey, bartender, can you make it look like I'm not crazy? Just
I mean, but I
That's
go
a
to the
tall order.
I go to
man.
the bar.
That's a
I mean,
real
I
tall
go to the
order.
bar all through football season, and I drink seltzer water
yeah.
the entire time. But the thing is, it's like Patrick and I have built an entire community where we live based on this one bar we used to go to near us. So like we just would go, we'd either go eat or we'd go drink or we'd go, hang out. And we ended up meeting like 60 people that lived around here, that when we ended up buying another house, we made sure to stay in the neighborhood because of the friends we made at that bar.
That's pretty cool. I just don't know how you do that step, right? Like, we've gone to a bar to watch football, but we're like at a table watching football or watching hockey. And it seems weird to be like, hey, I don't know you. Good job. Right? Like, what do you,
You start doing it every week and you start recognizing faces and realizing you're all regulars together and now you have something in common.
yeah, but like, I recognize them all as regulars, but I also recognize them all as regulars who have never spoken to me.
But
So-
this is the thing. It's like, because Pat will tell you that, like, I get it from my father. He used to run for Pope. They used to call he was running for Pope because he'd talk everybody's ear off after church. I can talk to anybody.
Yeah.
So if I see somebody that is like rooting for or against the team I'm rooting for at
Yeah.
the bar, I'll strike up a conversation with them, especially if it's a team I hate, because I'll just start the conversation with talking trash. And that's how football at bars works.
But how do you make friends by just like shouting across a bar and being like, you're a fat hooker? Like, that doesn't seem like.
Well, if you sit at the bar, you're all generally closer together. So you can just like talk to the dude sitting next to you who's not with you.
Mordecai says when I talk to him, it actually sounds more like I'm talking to everybody in the room.
Ah.
Story of my life.
We have bars open in Vermont, but we don't have the bar itself. So it's against mandate right now for anyone to sit
No, I am definitely talking about pre-COVID.
Yeah.
My ass is
Yeah,
not in a
but it,
bar.
it depends. Like, especially in your, if you like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I don't know anything much about Virginia area, but like where we are in Arnold and even in Columbia, it's a big place, but it's not a big place. So like, it is easy to see like your neighbors, and you find out, oh, don't you live like 3 doors down from me? And you're like, oh my god, yeah, I totally see you. Blah,
Well,
blah.
I
You
mean,
see
they-
people at
they-
the local grocery store and
Yeah.
like the bar, and like you just start being friends. And we're like, you know what? We should have a backyard barbecue. We're like, yeah, I'll come on by. I mean, that's just how it happens.
One of the women who used
It's
to
an
bar.
extrovert thing. I don't know. We just make friends like. very
Well, I
easily.
mean, one of the women that used to actually bartend at that bar used to go to, like, I've not only now tutored her daughters, but now I'm tutoring her grandson and granddaughters. Like, my husband just put up a shelf in her shed the other day. I mean,
Okay, this is boring. We're talking about sheds, people. For fuck's sake. This is supposed to be an entertainment show. I give you time. And we went to sheds? For the love of God.
Have a shed podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't have a shed
All
podcast.
about the segmented floor for your shed out in the.
I built floors out of nothing. That's like giving birth to floors.
I mean, you built them out of something, right?
Well, but I had to first. I planted the trees, and then, but yeah, no, I think it's great. It definitely is going to be exciting to be able to go back to bars, and I'll try one of these things. So, Patrick, does this work for you to make friends? Do you go to the bar, sit next to some guy, and then just grab his beer, take a sip, look at him in the eyes, and say, "We're brothers now"? Does that work?
I mean, only if you pick the biggest, scariest looking dude in the bar.
I've heard that. That's yeah.
And the eye contact is real important on that one. You got to maintain strong eye contact.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Because he's yeah. What is he gonna do? He can't be upset with you. You're brothers
The more
now.
tattoos,
Right.
the better.
Right.
Yeah.
You definitely want to pick the alpha in the room if you're going to pull that move.
Yeah, I keep trying to do that, but I'm always the alpha in the room, so it's tough. Yeah. All right, let's move on to question number 10.
That was question number 10.
That was question number 10? What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bonus question.
We got it. That is 10. We're still at 10. That's it. So we got darts, shots.
3 minutes over.
Yeah. Karen, Asper
lion
lion
taming.
taming. Because it's like,
Oh my God, Ian.
it's aspartame
Yep.
and Asper lion taming.
Yep.
First of all, what kinds of bars does he go to? I just want to.
They just
really
opened an axe
exciting.
throwing bar near me. It's an axe throwing place / brewery that also has pool tables and ice and
No, I get
Yeah,
that.
That's gonna be so cool. They're opening up one around the corner from us too.
An axe throwing or knife throwing bar, dangerous. I get it. A lion taming bar is dangerous for 2 reasons. One, it has lions in it. And 2, the fact that you have to tame them means they're not tame lions. So that's really dangerous.
Lion King is a thing right now. It was a pop-up bar.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The only way I am going into a lion taming bar is if I stop by the axe throwing bar first and pick up some axes.
First, you need a lion tamer hat.
Yes, a small one, please. So somebody
We'll
said
look that up for you ASAP.
yes.
Are there any axe throwing bars around Northern Virginia?
I thought there was one in Falls Church.
I think so. I've only been to the ones in DC.
Yeah.
I want to throw things.
Back in my day, the only axe throwing that was happening was in like high school,
What about the Renaissance Festival? Used to have axe throwing all the time.
where guys were just throwing axe body spray on themselves a lot.
Oh,
It was terribly
This
disgusting.
guy used to wear axe. I had to when I met
All
him. I was
guys-
like, it's got to go.
All
It's
guys
got
used
to
to wear
go.
axe. We were all
False.
16 to 22 at some point.
Did not. I'm really bad at trends.
Still buy axe purely because I smoke in rental cars when I'm traveling for work. It covers up everything.
It's like the Febreze for douches.
Well, but this is
Like, I don't care if it
that
smells
is it.
suspicious.
Oh my
I
God.
just don't want it to smell like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Ian, that is the best fucking thing I've heard ever. That is now what I am using to describe axe.
What was it, Ian?
Febreze for douches.
I did wear Dracar Noir for about like 3 days. And then I was like, this is too much work. I have to do an extra step. I don't care.
We are so well matched.
Yeah. Turkish Delight, shots, darts, 2 Karens. Did anyone get this correct?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
That means
we're making it in tonight.
Emily and Danny get points for this one. What is the correct answer then?
Skittles.
Oh.
It's a game that's kind of like shuffleboard.
There you go, but with very little puck
Oh,
things.
is that what the long table?
That's shuffleboard.
No, that's
That's
table.
shuffleboard.
Yeah, that's
Oh, is that shuffle? I thought
It's like
shuffleboard
table
was just the
shuffleboard.
one on the actual floor.
No, you can have a shuffleboard table as well as the original shuffleboard is the one on the actual ground, but you can have a shuffleboard table as well.
if you have a shuffleboard table and you scoot Skittles down it, that's called Skittles.
Skittles, if I Google it, looks like mini bowling.
Mini bowling.
Oh,
Kind of needs
maybe I was thinking of a different thing.
There we go.
Historical
I am
lawn
excited
game.
about mini bowling though.
Yeah, it is kind of like table lawn bowling.
I can't be worse at it than I am at real bowling.
We should do some skittling.
I'm-
Skiddly doop boop boop doop doop boop.
I am at cornhole.
Oh yeah, you're terrible.
I
And
am
there is an axe throwing bar in Mosaic District.
Ah.
Boom.
Oh,
That
Share points,
axe
please.
Throwing.
All right, let's find out what the shares were and get people points for that, because that is the end of the game. That is it, everybody. We got all of the questions through. People got points. Share points. Craig gets a point. Nico gets a point. Ian gets a point. And Emily gets a point.
I work in Roslyn now. Is that near anybody?
Yeah, you're going to work near me. We work like 2 blocks from each other.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Roslyn
I
doesn't.
work in Roslyn from time to time.
We work 2 blocks from each other when I go to work, which isn't going to be for the rest of the year. Emily gets a point.
If you go to work, we can go to one of the many, many restaurants that are there.
Yeah, there are a bunch of
I used to
restaurants.
Really
there.
just Wise Guys Pizza, because that's the only place I find acceptable.
I used to work in Alexandria and like I was fascinated with because I worked at a really awesome place that we would just take 2-hour lunches. And so we would just go around Old Town Alexandria and I thought it was the most stunning place and I was like obsessed with Crystal City, but I was very young.
I don't understand why every time I buy food there, it costs me $15. I'm like, I just bought a salad. And they're like, yes, that'll be $15. And I'm like,
You've been going to Chopped.
no,
I did-
is there another salad place? Because there's the Chopped and the Sweet Green and the Kava, and they're all $15.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love Sweet Green. I'm so upset that there's not a Sweet Green in my neighborhood.
I'm
You
Team
shouldn't be
Kava.
upset because no one should pay $15 for fucking salad. Like, you just shouldn't be worried about that.
I ordered
Like,
a
at
salad
all.
from Alley Fresh the other day and I made 2 meals out of it. I just put everything on the salad. I was one of those people who loved the unlimited salad bar, man. I'm just putting all the things in the salad.
Yeah, I'm that person that goes to like the Brazilian barbecue, and I'm like, I just here for the salad bar.
There used to be a Ruby Tuesdays over in Roslyn, but it's gone now. And they had a
think
salad.
There's a sandwich shop that Keith likes in Roslyn, and he took me there once because they have a Thanksgiving sandwich.
Ah.
Oh,
Is
yes.
it Potbelly?
No, it is Capote's.
Capriati's?
Capriati's.
Oh, we have a Capriati's here. Yeah, that's a really good sub place.
Hmm.
I need a Thanksgiving sandwich stat. Let's make it turkey.
It's called the Bobby, and it's got like it's got stuffing and turkey and
Cranberry.
sauce
Yep.
and
When
And
does
probably
it come
something
out?
else.
I think
All the time.
It's all the time.
All the time.
I
Anytime
eat
you
that
want it.
Sandwich after Thanksgiving,
Anytime.
multiple days in a row. Like, let's make a turkey tomorrow. How about that?
I had it in like February.
Yeah, it's called the Bobby, and it's just on their menu. It's just one of their sandwiches.
We should do Friendsgiving somewhere. Is anybody going anywhere for Thanksgiving?
Mm.
We might be going up to North Central New York,
Depending on
COVID.
I mean, I'm going to assume
So no.
nothing will change between now.
The thing is, place
I was going with the trend.
like I would be like we would honestly be the most dangerous people in this place would we would be going to in New York because it's so rural that nobody has it.
But can we could do Zoom, right? We could do Zoom Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's true.
I literally
Let's end the show.
cannot leave the state of Vermont without permission
England's done.
from my business manager at work because I'm an essential employee and my workplace has told us we cannot leave the state of Vermont.
Well, I just got off of my new job. My new job doesn't have the travel restrictions, but yeah, Danny, I was the same thing. I could not leave Maryland. Like I couldn't go to Virginia. I couldn't go to DC. Like I could not.
And
I
Vermont's
was-
super safe, so they're all worried about it because like we have a low COVID count. You leave Vermont, don't leave.
All right, everybody.
back one or the other.
We can continue this, but we're going to wrap up the show first. So let's find out who actually won the show. I think that's important.
Up, kittens are up.
Kittens are up.
They heard the snacks. Adrian was opening food.
So it looks like Emily, right?
Emily.
Our winner today is Emily.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Emily. So you'll need to type out an acceptance speech and let us know what color you would like tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Sorry. On Sunday. It's going to be outside, so we don't have
It's
colors.
going to be green. That's your color.
Yeah, your color is outdoors. That's all we've got. Hopefully sunny.
Will it be fire?
If it is, yeah, maybe we'll probably have a fire. If it's raining, it'll be inside of a tent. I don't know what's going to happen, but we cannot change the color. So we just need an acceptance speech. While she is doing that, everybody don't forget, we're doing this every other night, 7 o'clock. You'll want to subscribe and follow Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Turn on the notifications so that it'll let you know when we go live, because sometimes we're a little early, sometimes we're a little late, and things are going to change again here soon, we think. We'll be putting up a post in the group to get some people's feedback on things, but we have some ideas how things might change. And yeah, so do that. If for some reason we can't go live, we will post that up on social media. So A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. And Another Wasted Group on Facebook is where we talk about the show. So you can join us there as well. This is all due to a podcast that I've been doing for about 3 years. There's about 140 episodes available online. They're all free. They're basically available anywhere you can get podcasts, Apple, Google, all the things, Spotify, anywhere. Type in Another Wasted Hour. Subscribe, especially if you enjoy it. Give us a review and some stars. We would appreciate it. Again, totally free. There's some trivia, lots of comedy. It's a good time, and you'll be exposed to some really great music from the Washington, D.C. area, as well as other artists and culture creators. That's it, everybody. That's the whole thing. And we do have an acceptance speech, which is sponsored by Febreze for Douches. Would you like to read it?
I would like to dedicate this victory to everyone that I boated when I didn't Karen. Thank you, Keith and Caitlin, and Ankh Morpork, and Thomas Marvolo Riddle. Love you all.
All right, that is it, everyone. Congratulations to Emily for winning. That's the show. So until 7 o'clock on Sunday, everybody take care, stay safe, stay healthy. If you don't know how to do that, you should probably look it up on the internet. Don't go out and ask anyone, because if you don't know how to do it, then you shouldn't be going out and asking people. You have to go get the mask first. Also, shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. We appreciate it. Oh, we have a very cool T-shirt up on the meeting. Keep your mask on. This is the way.
Nice.
Yes. And we appreciate the sacrifice for having to work through all of this. We have been very blessed to be able to work from home, and I know not everyone could do that. And that is it. That's all. So what is the final word of the night?
Deciduous.
Deciduous. It is starting to become fall, so we will know which trees are deciduous here shortly. So everyone, you might see some falling leaves on Sunday as we're out in the woods. Yeah. And until then, 7 o'clock Sunday, everybody have a great night. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Or stay here.
I lost my seat when I got up, and my cat immediately started licking his own butt.